how to access this? Suppose okay, constructor instance variable. So I have kept one x in these brackets. Now it is a parameter of this constructor. So how this x value will be updated? That's the question. Who will update? Because I have not assigned any value for this x. So this x is called instance variable. Okay, this is called a class variable. The variable which is declared inside of the class. The variable which is declared in a method, inside of a method. Okay, this double underscore method is called constructor. It is also a special method. Okay, so now I have declared a variable x as an instance variable. So who will update this x? So try to understand here. Now here I want to take a printout. Print bracket, okay, x, print x. Okay, now come down, take one more print statement, print bracket self dot x, self dot x. Okay, now come down here. Here you take a printout statement under the class for this print bracket x. See, this x, it is class variable, so you will get the output as 5. Here x, we are requesting for print x. After that self dot x. So let us see what the interpreter how it will execute the code. Let us see. Okay, so this is called type error. This double underscore method missing a one required positional argument. It is missing one positional argument. In which line? Line of code where? In line 14. Line 14. See, try to understand this double underscore method missing one required positional argument for x. Argument is what? Positional argument means, so you have passed the x as a parameter once the method is declared. So whenever method declared, that moment whatever the variable you passed in this bracket is called a parameter. But whenever you are calling the method, whenever you are calling this constructor, I told you that this is a constructor method. Okay, so this is constructor method. So whenever you are calling name bracket, means object created, na? Object created for what? Name class. Name is your class name, na? But this is class name, but once brackets are there, it is called constructor method for the name class. So you need to pass the argument x value here. You need to pass for this x parameter. Now this constructor method created, here you need to pass the x value. Suppose 9. I have passed the 9 as an argument. This is called positional argument. Okay. Now this print self dot x will be printed as 9. Let us see. Okay. See, what are the output? One is the 5. 5 for what? This print x. Okay. Means here this class variable which is declared inside of a class, okay, printed out as 5 because x is equal to 5. Then after, what is welcome? Welcome means this show method called as static method, name dot show. Okay, this show method which is part of this class called as static method. Okay, static method. So static method called means, so what is Under this method only print statement is, that's why printed welcome. Then after y is 9, 9 is what? Under this print x. Your x means this one, na? This one, this instance variable declared inside of this constructor. So this is equal to 9. It is updated 9. 9, who has updated? This constructor method. So here I have passed the 9 value as the positional argument for this x parameter. So now this 9 will be passed to this x. Okay. How can we access this x as a self dot x? Okay. So now x is equal to 9. So 9. Then after y 5, 5 means self dot x. Self dot x means this x is equal to 9. Okay. This self dot x means self keyword used to call class variables. Okay. Self will be used to call class variable. Okay. Print self dot x means we are calling the class variable. So then that's why 5. Okay. This self parameter, suppose after self I have used x. Okay. Then after I can keep some more parameter like y. Okay. It depends upon you, but just I have declared one variable here. But first parameter must be self. In place of this self you can keep x, y, z, doesn't matter. Okay, c. Okay, there is no any issue, but that must be the first parameter. Okay, keep my name Vasu, there is no any issue. Chocolate you can keep here, doesn't matter. So it will execute. Here also in this method I will declare a self here, because no, I have called this method. This is called your constructor of the class. Once class is created, along with its function, this inbuilt function called, once your class is created and started, so its function double underscore function, it is called constructor. Okay, it will be called. Okay, so let us see. Then after, suppose here if I want to call this method, as object method, how can I call it? Okay, as what is our object name? Class object obj dot, then class name, your method name show. So here I have called with the class name as a static method. Okay, now I want to call this method as object with the object name. So public method, in Java it is called public method, obj dot show bracket. Now let us see what is the interpreter statement. So name error, because name self is not defined. In where, which line? Line 8. Okay, line 8, line 14. This is the line 8. Where is the line 8? See, here means name self is not defined. Name self is not defined. Here, once you want to call this method as with the object name, you need to pass a parameter self. So in place of self you can keep anything. I told you chocolate, you can keep chocolate here, doesn't matter, chocolate. So okay, after that whatever you want to keep any parameter, so you can keep after this self parameter. I told you that you can keep anyone, my name, chocolate, biscuit, anything. After that if you want to keep, okay, then after one x is here, okay. Let us see. So name dot show, missing two required positional arguments. Okay, name dot show. Where is name dot show? This is name dot show. But name dot show, it is a static method. Okay, so this method I want to call it as a static method and object method. So any one can be done.